Hey Internet, it's Yasu. I'm a cinematographer and gaffer, and today we are reacting to the Underworld saga, mostly the animatics, because I haven't seen those yet, but just kind of checking it out. The first one is by the Artiste, I think. Great, I'm looking forward to see what they bring to the table.
Friends, Circe's instructions were clear. No matter what we hear,
Ooh, nice glow effect around
full
the hand.
speed
Love that, love that.
ahead until we find the prophet. My comrades, this land confuses your mind. So no matter who we find, full speed ahead until we find the prophet. Good.
Ooh, 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 oh my, that's so sick. That's so good. Oh my gosh. The transition from the nice white, like the clean state, to the green is amazing. Because usually, right, we're talking about green, there's like there's stuff like nature, there's luck, stuff like that. But it also goes for toxic, like toxic waste, the greed, but most importantly for this case, when you see green, it can refer to like judgment, which kind of what this song's about is, and I think it's beautiful. What a brilliant use of the color. I love it.
All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died.
Ooh.
Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. And here in the underworld, the past seems close behind. This land confuses your mind.
I love the simplicity here. I don't know why. Something about it really just adds more impact to what's being said, and especially in this case, what's going to be said. I'm guessing, but I think it's beautiful. Oh my, that's terrifying. Hey, we have to count, guys. You know the rules. 61. That's not 558. I can't believe you.
Who died under your command?
Ooh. The oozy, like translucent hands coming out of the water is terrifying. No. Oh my gosh, that's sick.
All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my
Having them
eyes,
transform
I
into the
no longer
Cyclops is beautiful.
dream. Only nightmares of those who die. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, the
Ooh,
past seems close behind. I keep
red.
thinking of the infant from that night. I keep
Ooh.
thinking of the infant from that night.
Ooh. That's interesting. So basically, right, in this land of green, we have one red thing stuck out. Obviously, in this case, we figured out was the baby. But I think the reason it's red is because that shows like the violence, the anger, the rage that he felt. And that rage is wrapping around the baby. I guess also you say blood too, but that's not all those negative emotions are wrapping around the baby, who in this case is white to show kind of like innocence. His emotions are wrapping around the baby in this case, this pure innocent soul. I guess also it could be seen as being like a cocoon for the baby, like this, like the prophecy, cocoons around the baby to flourish. I don't know. But either way, it's beautiful. And of course, the match cut between Odysseus now and Odysseus then is beautiful. And then doing another back-to-back one of the baby is also great. I love it.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from
Ooh.
the heart. No matter the place where we can light up the world, here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Ooh. Ooh. Boy, the use of color in this is so good. First the green, then the red, and then the white for the souls, right? The souls, because souls in this case here, right? They can't see Odysseus, but it just sees them kind of a vibe. But the use of white is beautiful because white is seen as cold, right? It's empty. These souls are empty, they're not themselves. But there's also signs in the middle of this green background. It's hope, it's clarity for Odysseus, and that's beautiful.
Oh, jeez.
Every time, I feel like I
That
tear up
voice.
every time hear this one.
Mom?
Here it comes. Whew.
Odysseus, when you come home, I'll be waiting. Even if you're the last thing I see, I'll be
I'm right here,
waiting.
Mom. Can't you see? I'm waiting. I took too long
I'll always love you.
and ventured too
I'll
far
stay
while you were
waiting, waiting.
Oh, you can't show flashbacks, dude. I was trying to go through that entire section, man, but I can't, dude. That's so wholesome. God, I love it. God, whew, man, every time I get I don't like cry, but my eyes water up. Man, Jorge's mother did an amazing job there.
while you were Bye, Mom. All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who've died. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, your past is always close behind.
Oh,
Is always close behind. Down in the
oh, and of course, I got to end off with a beautiful rack focus. I love that. So first of all, right, I love the flash to black, right? With black symbolically can mean many things. Honestly, you can come up with any connection for color; it doesn't matter. But usually, when we talk about the color black, it's kind of to show either like strength or authority if it's positive, or like, and if it's negative, it's depression, it's sadness, it's pessimistic. So then, after this like big sad moment, he is standing up. He is thrown, casting away the sadness that he in his mind. Then, of course, to wrap it up, we have the blue on Tiresias, the prophet, which can, blue is usually shown in positive sense of like trust, loyalty, protection, honesty, reliability, kind of a thing, right? Calming, I guess. But using that here for him is beautiful. The artiste, I love this. This is beautiful, spectacular, honestly. And for the second one, we're once again going back to Jimena. But let's check out what they bring for No Longer You. Actually, before we go on, starting off, we continue with the green theme. I'm gonna be honest, I think the River of Styx is just shown as green. But I think the logic still stands of being kind of like judgment. Ooh, a good tracking shot. And then the camera follows up to Tiresias. Beautiful.
am the prophet with the answers you seek. Time, I've unlocked it.
Ooh,
I see
ooh,
past and
ooh,
future.
having that like break off for every branch kind of a thing. So the rivers of life? Is that what I know they have the tree of life, which is what this is probably referencing. But is there something called the rivers of life? Or something along that lines, like the rivers of time? That sounds vaguely familiar. Either way, beautiful.
Running free. There is a world where I help you get home. But that's not a world I know. What? I see a song of past
Ooh,
romance.
that's pretty
I
sick.
see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's
Oh, that looks
final
interesting.
stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
Ooh, that's sick. Ooh, I love that. I love that. That whole sequence is beautiful. So to start off, obviously we have, although I guess technically it's not the truth, but I love the interpretation that like at first Tiresias starts off telling the past of Odysseus and the future. I know technically it's only supposed to show the future, but I like the interpretation here. Pancake. Sorry. Sorry. I got into that joke every time, man. It's like it's I think it's written in my contract. Down at the bottom it says have to make one pancake joke per video. It's by law. Of course, then we have this one for the next saga, and then we have this one here, which is pretty sick, given this came out like many, many months before In the Water. But it kind of incorporates what Horsehead was kind of feeling for this. I love that. That's great.
But it's no longer you. This can't be. We've suffered and sailed through the toughest of hells. Now you tell us our efforts for nothing. I see your palace covered in red.
Ooh.
Faces of
Oh,
men who had long
yeah, that's
believed
sick.
you're dead. I see your wife with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies. Who?
Okay, okay, yeah, there's a lot to talk about here. So first of all, the use of color is spectacular. I have no clue what these Underworld Saga animatic people have been doing, but they've been cooking with colors so much. Of course, here we have the cutaways to each moment. We have the Cyclops red, kind of showing blood and rage, kind of all you know how it goes. And then, of course, here with the Poseidon, the blue, the like sadness, obviously the water, I guess, in this case, but it still works pretty well. And then, and then, Amanda pulls that crazy move of changing the entire like color space for this video with the drop of blood that Tiresias does. Bam, it's red. It's But the red is not just like a normal red. It's kind of like a reddish pinkish color, right? So it mixes both the rage, the blood, obviously, the anger, all of the stuff, mixing that with the romance he has for Penelope, the intuition he has, the emotional aspect. It's beautiful. Also, I love the use of the suitors all being like these translucent kind of monsters. I really like the guy in the back. Hey, zoom into that guy, left side, back, middle. Over him. I love that. He's a good guy. He's a little goofball. And of course, well, everything else has been colored in black and gray. His hope, his like clarity is shown in white. And then of course Odysseus becomes an owl here. It's great. I love it. That's so good to use. That's such a good use of color.
I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of
Woohoo!
man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try your final breath.
So good.
I see a man who gets to make it home.
Ooh, the band is unraveling. Come on, show me good eye shots. Oh yes, I see it. I see it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's oh my gosh. That was a crazy turn of event. Oh, so we go from the red, right? The rage, the violence, back to the green when Tiresias takes control and Odysseus realizes that this is the truth. It's not some lie. This is honesty because he's a prophet and Greek prophets can't lie. They more actually tell the future, but that's not important. And then having this, goofball show up, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And then let's do some good math. Oh, there's only five. That's a little weird. Math's a little hard for some people. I get it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It doesn't matter that much. Then we have Odysseus backing up. with Tiresias using the opposite leg to push forward, not the same leg as Tiresias, because symbolism. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's great. And then summoning the choir, which pretty darn sick. And then ending it off with the silhouettes, obviously. I mean, what's a good thing without having a shot of just silhouettes on a red background? It's needed. That was spectacular, man. I am shocked. Why am I saying that I'm shocked? Amanda usually pulls out some goofy stuff that blows me away. Then, of course, to end Act 1, the same way we started Act 1 with GG for Monster. Flash warning, by the way.
How has everything been
Ooh,
turned against
starting off with the
us?
blue. That's a change. Pretty cool, though.
How did suffering become so endless? How am I to reunite with my estranged? Do I need to change? I'm surrounded by the souls of those I've lost. I'm the only one whose line I
I love
haven't
the use of the
crossed.
reflection in the rocks. That's so cool.
What if the greatest threat we'll find across the sea is me? What if I'm the monster? What if I'm in the wrong?
Ooh.
What if I'm the problem that's been hiding all along? What if I'm the one who killed you every time I came
Ooh, I
to
love the
give?
use of
What if I've been
truly
far too
mirroring it. I know
kind,
that's how the
the
reflection works,
monster to
but that's a cool detail.
ourselves? What if I'm the monster? Is the Cyclops struck with guilt when he kills? Is he up in the middle of the night? Or does he end my men to avenge his
Handbook.
friend and then
Sorry.
sleep no?
Nope. Stop myself. I'm stopping myself early. I saw some glasses and I was going to make the joke, but I've already made my one for the video. Anyways, look at the little Cyclops. I love the use of red, obviously, kind of the same as Amanda did in the last one. It's beautiful. Let's look. Plus, the design's pretty sick.
Knowing he has done him right. When the
Oh,
witch
look at that
turns
smile.
men to pigs to protect her nymphs, is she going insane? Or did she
Of course,
learn to
pink
be
for
colder
Circe for
when she
like
got
lust, romance
older?
kind of a
Now
thing.
she saves them the pain. When a god comes down and makes the fleet drown, is he scared that he's doing something wrong? Or does he keep us in check so we must respect him and now no one dares to piss him off? Does a soldier use
That was a
a
good whip
wooden horse to
hand.
kill sleeping Trojans 'cause
Just a
he
whip
is
tilt in that
vile?
case.
Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with guile? If I became the monster and threw that guilt away, would that make us stronger? Would it keep our foes at bay?
Okay, so let's talk about one thing that I saw was pretty sick. First of all, the colors here are beautiful, as always. Again, using blue for Circe, kind of following the themes. I know that probably following the colors because of the fact that that's what the album covers are, but it still looks great. And then, of course, having the gradient of the fire to the night sky, so it's the warm yellows to up to the cold blues, and then, of course, the baby. And GG is using that like that monster design they used in the mirror in the first song, Horse and the Infant. I love that. That's beautiful. And then having Odysseus stand in front of his crew, his happy crew. Look at that. He's even covered his eye, the X that he got from the war, I'm guessing. But the moment he realized this is not what's happening, it's not the truth, it fades back to his headspace. I love that.
Keep our foes at bay. If I became the monster,
That's so cool.
everyone but us, and made sure we got home again, who would care if we're unjust? If I became the oh, ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. And deep down I know this well. I lost my best friend, I lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to see Penelope and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't reach us.
That's
And
pretty
if I
goofy
gotta
looking,
drop
not gonna
another
lie.
infant from a wall in an instant so we all don't die, then
Ooh,
I'll become the monster.
that's
I will
beautiful.
deal the blow.
That was a beautiful use of a match cut. Oh my god. Yeah, no wonder that's the most replayed. So we're matching the action of Odysseus dropping to the monster to a handshake is beautiful.
Then I'll become the monster. I will deal the blow, and I'll become the monster like none they've ever known.
Sorry, that stomp was goofy as heck, man.
we'll make it
Oh my gosh. I love the detail of Penelope ripping off that last bit of Open's arm mentality that Odysseus had, getting rid of the less trace of politics he really had. Beautiful. Ooh, and now the reflections in the rocks are mimicking the ones from earlier when it was him. But despite everything, it's still you.
monster.
That was wonderful. Oh, I love it. That was great.
I became the
Right, of course, you know what time it is. Tier list time. Oh boy. The Underworld. Ooh, that's a tough one. I think we're gonna put this one right below Warrior of the Mind. I know people don't like the Underworld as much as they do the other two in the saga, but I think it's my favorite in the saga. It's good. It's beautiful. I think the fact that it goes through multiple vibes, which is kind of what I look for in a song, and the blending of them goes so well. I love it. No longer you. Honestly, I'm gonna put a B. It's high B for now. I think it's a great song. I love the waltz kind of feeling to it. The dance of fate, as some may say. It's great. I think it's wonderful. And then Monster. I'm gonna put that directly below the Underworld. At first I would have put it above it, but honestly, once that like this shock. Oh no, it was pretty good. I loved it. I think it's still pretty good. It's still A at the end of the day. I just think it's below the Underworld. Yeah, simple as that. Well, thanks for watching this video. Once again, can you leave a suggestion for the Thunder Saga? I already have some in mind that I want to do, but anything really helps. Gives me options. Plus, I also want to try to like cut back on doing too much of the same creator. Like we've had a lot of Jimenas, we've had a lot of Gigi's, we've had a lot of mostly those two. So for the second act, I'm gonna see if I can try to diversify what I'm doing to give more ideas kind of a vibe. But yeah, as always, good luck, Godspeed, and good night.